lovely people. Okay, so this video, it's going to be a little bit different. I want to talk about the importance of circles in waving. So, why would we use circles in waving? Well, actually, it's very common. You can look at Callie, you can actually take some of Callie's classes, and she talks about circles all the time. But yeah, there's like so many different ways to do circles in waving. I'll give you a few kind of like demonstrations, and I'll talk a little bit about why we use circles and how to use circles. But one thing I want to say is you've got to be very careful when you use circles with waving, because it can get a little bit contemporary sometimes. If you focus too much on the circle motion, then it looks a little bit too contemporary, like contemporary waves. And when you're doing popping, you want to keep the waves looking like popping, right? So you want to keep it a certain way. But overall, waving it can be its own style. It doesn't matter if you're doing crump waves, if you're doing contemporary waves, liquid waves, popping waves. You can fuse them all together if you want and just make your own waving style. So it's free to do what you want, really. So we talk a little bit about circles here. So it doesn't have to be popping. Just this video, I just want to show you circles with waves. So circle, the basic one everyone knows is this one, right? So this pretty much is used in liquid, or we have our hands like this. So we just trace the wave to our chest, and we come to the center like this, and then we're coming back out like that. So that's the very first circle. It's like a trace wave, right? We can take this same wave down, and we can also just kind of like continue the wave in a circular motion like that as well, right? Or it could be like, you can kind of open a circle a little bit like this, and you can kind of like throw it, and then it creates this circular motion like that. So we take this same trace wave, it's actually a little bit more like liquid the way I'm doing it. So yeah, I'm going to do it a little bit more like liquid here. So we can take this liquid wave here like this as well, and we can just obviously come around in a circle like that too. So this is just the other very basic way of doing a circle, is just a circle turn. And you got to think about circles. Circles can be down here, out here, it can be out here. We could even like do circles in so many different ways. Above the head, if you're lying on the ground, you can do circles. You can turn it on the side, do circles. Circles can be diagonal as well, which is like, yeah, it's a little bit hard to do a diagonal circle, but like, to give you an example, like take this circle here, and you can see all these different angles where circles could be turned, right? So a circle, you could turn it in any direction. It could even just be like levels, like head, boom, boom, boom. So another way of doing circles is also like your hips. So rolls, bully rolls, or cobra. Okay, so these are also circles we use with waving. Now, our head, snaking, that's just side to side motion, but what happens if we create a circle with it? Or now we'll take a circle and we'll create a spiral down, right? So I could like start the wave up here, and then we could like create this circle path all the way down, right? So it's like a spiral, right? Boom. Or we could even, let me try it. Maybe like that. That's a circle. Circle. Boom. So you can use circles like that. We can trace with our head. Our head can do the circle. So there's so many different ways, right? Next, I want to go back to this one before I forget, because I was supposed to talk about this like at the start. But it's this same tracing wave, and now we're just going to go above the head, in front, and down. So 3 directions. In front, now down, in front, or over the head with it. Okay, over the head, in front, or down, or out. So we have all these different ways of using the circles, right? And we can just play around with it. Another way we can use a circle is kind of like the trace wave, right? Where we maybe want to like trace a wave like this. So we're still turning in a circle with our body. We can take that same idea and we could just do it around the body like this. So we could do circles around our body, right? So that's a circle. Another way of doing it is we can turn with this same movement, right? Boom. So there's circles with waves. Another way of doing that is I forgot what I was going to say, but anyway, yeah, circles. We can also do it like liquid. So like this liquid, kind of like this. But now we're going to be doing it on a different kind of plane. We're going to turn that perspective a little bit. So we can take the wave here and start to rotate this wave over like this. Okay. So that's also a circle. Another way we can do it is like this. We can take this kind of wave like this. Boom, 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 boom. So we can do it like that as well. And so many different ways we do circles. We can like wave to our shoulders. Our shoulders can be doing circles like. So the circles don't have to be like this. We can draw circles like a circle, or draw the circles like. Think about like the DNA sign, right? The DNA, or it's got a name to it, but the figure 8, whatever you want to call it. So we can do it like that. We can also be drawing with our arms. Our hands could be doing circles, like with our wrists. We could be drawing circles. We could like, our arms could be doing circles, like, and then we could come back around with it. Figure 8s with the shoulders. Okay, so we can do it like that as well. Same with our head. Our heads could be like doing the figure 8s. So we're doing a figure 8 with our head. So that's another type of circle you can do as well. So that's just a quick example of some circles, and I might make a part 2 soon because someone just got here and I gotta end the video. But yeah, until next time, peace.